Since its debut, Stranger Things has used music as both communication and protection, a secret weapon connecting the human world with the supernatural. That looks set to continue as Will the Wise and the rest of the party join the final fight to save Hawkins in Season 5. Where Season 4 leaned on Kate Bush and Metallica, Season 5 will turn the volume up to 11, debuting a new radio station headquarters and sending transmitters into the Upside Down. Music looks poised to become the ultimate weapon in the battle to defeat Vecna once and for all.
I guess somebody's got to climb to the tippy top of this bad boy and,
Music and radio have always served as a nostalgic nod to the 80s in Stranger Things, but also as an unexpected tool against evil. In Season 1, Jonathan introduces Will to the Clash, who then repeatedly sings their song Should I Stay or Should I Go, while hiding from the Demogorgon in Castle Byers. At the same time, best friend and president of the Hawkins Middle AV Club, Mike, uses Eleven's powers to reach Will using the club's technology. Joyce Byers' Season 2 boyfriend, Bob Newby, founded the original AV Club with now science teacher Scott Clark, rooting radio technology in Hawkins' history and all our characters' lives. Stranger Things also uses radio communication via walkie-talkies to build both nostalgia and tension since the first episode. The boys communicate with secret codes, arranging meetups at the arcade, or D&D campaigns. In Season 2, Dustin repeatedly tries to signal Code Red to Lucas when he discovers that his pet D'Artagnan is actually a baby Demogorgon after it ate his cat, only for Erica to switch it off. Dustin also communicates with his girlfriend Susie from Camp Nowhere in Season 3 via his own ham radio invention, Cerebro, which can communicate across long distances. This connection becomes pivotal when he asks Susie for Planck's constant to help Joyce and Hopper infiltrate the Russians at Starcourt Mall. That same scene gives us one of the most iconic musical moments in Stranger Things history, their duet of the never-ending story. The main party members have a keen ear for radio and have the technological know-how to build complex communication devices. If they could communicate to the entire group, whether in the right side up or the upside down, it could help launch a coordinated attack against Vecna in the final season.
Alright, class dismissed. I hope you were taking notes.
There will be a test later. Take it away, Diane.
The fifth season of Stranger Things begins 18 months after the Season 4 finale, Chapter 9, The Piggyback, in which Vecna was burned, shot at, and fell from an upstairs window, though not before rupturing Hawkins from beneath, creating fissures that spill the Upside Down into the real world. As a result, Hawkins has been placed under military quarantine, led by Dr. K, played by Linda Hamilton. She is head of the Wolf Pack, and her mission is to hunt Eleven. Eleven and Hopper, meanwhile, remain in hiding, with Hopper presumed dead after the Starcourt Mall reactor incident in Season 3. Both characters need a new base, which appears to be the radio station introduced in the Season 5 trailer. WSQK 94.5 FM, or the Squawk, is a fully operational radio station on the outskirts of Hawkins that now serves as the party's main hideout. This setting is a natural expansion for Stranger Things, which has always highlighted retro settings like Rinkomania and the Palace Arcade, all of which are another touchstone of Americana, according to the Stranger Things production designer Chris Trujillo, and effortlessly pull on the heartstrings of viewers yearning for that 1980s aesthetic. WSQK also continues the tradition of iconic workplaces for Steve and Robin, from Family Video to Scoops Ahoy. Robin appears in the Season 5 trailer, driving the radio desk, and merchandise, including her Season 5 Funko Pop, lists her on-air persona as Rockin Robin. The station itself nods to the Duffer Brothers' childhood in North Carolina, which is home to a similar Art Deco-looking broadcaster, WPTF. Beyond a retro reference, WSQK looks to be tactically poised to aid the fight against Vecna. The Stranger Things 5 trailer shows Jonathan moving floor-to-ceiling shelves to access hidden tunnels beneath the station, a network introduced in Season 2 that will allow the party to move undetected. The Duffer Brothers have stated that Season 2 is the most important chapter in Stranger Things and is one of the main inspirations for the final fight. So, if our team, including Eleven, can move undetected throughout Hawkins via this underground system at WSQK, then they are able to reach collaborators and locations pivotal for hunting down Vecna and setting traps for his return. Having a radio station as this season's central hub embodies the spirit of underground resistance overall. It is reminiscent of pirate radio stations that were popular in the 1960s, operating outside of government control. In the United Kingdom, stations like Radio Caroline, which was the inspiration for the Richard Curtis film The Boat That Rocked, transmitted pop and rock music from offshore ships to circumvent BBC restrictions. stations. A similar concept emerged in the US when, during World War I, the Navy restricted radio listening and amateur stations were shut down. WSQK's nickname, the Squawk, also reflects the Duffer Brothers' fascination with conspiracy theories. It recalls Russian Cold War influences, in particular the real-life doomsday radio, UVB-76, or the Buzzer, which was reported by Wired as a mysterious Russian radio station that has transmitted a continuous series of tones since the Cold War to the present day. The station has sparked intense fascination among amateur radio enthusiasts who speculate of its purpose ranging from mundane military operations to supernatural alien contact. So could Robin and Steve be using the station to inform the people of Hawkins about what's really going on as the government and the army quarantines the town?
Max was never in a coma.
She was in a trance.
Just like Will, just like Holly. It is hitting me like a Whitney Houston high note.
One of the key revelations from Stranger Things Season 4 is that music serves as a tether to reality for Vecna's victims. If a victim is distracted, he cannot put them in a trance. Max, despite being in Vecna's grasp, escapes his void once she plays Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill on her Walkman. With this in mind, the new radio station and its town-wide broadcasts could become a salvation for the residents of Hawkins by keeping Vecna incapacitated long enough to defeat him. Directed by Frank Darabont, Episode 5 of the upcoming 5th season is titled Shock Jock, and with its radio connotations, it looks set to be the episode in which we see the WSQK plans implemented. In the Season 5 trailer, we see Steve Harrington's car, outfitted with a transmitter on the roof, barreling through Hawkins into the Upside Down. This could be where the party are using music and radio waves strategically to shock Vecna, acting as both distraction and psychological defense, allowing others to attack his physical form. The Duffer Brothers confirmed recently to Entertainment Weekly that the giant antenna plays a very important role this season, emphasizing that radio will be used as a central tool in the fight. Netflix's own official merch store even highlights WSQK as the only one playing the hits that can drown out the static from the Upside Down. Eleven has been seen throughout the series using television static to concentrate on her powers and visit locations in her mind. If static from the Upside Down is being used to send the community of Hawkins into a trance for Vecna to attack, then WSQK's programming will be a lifeline. Leading up to the first episodes of Season 5, a slew of other Stranger Things merchandise has featured WSQK. One notable design showcases the station's van with the slogan, "Call the Hawkins Hitmaker, the ride that can survive the Upside Down." The van appears prominent in the trailer alongside Murray and Robin. In one ominous shot, the pair stand near the station as bright red rifts erupt across the ground, while Robin gazes up at the radio transmitter tower, now engulfed in particles from the Mind Flayer, presumably as it attempts to destroy the team's ultimate weapon. The van's tagline, along with the other cryptic messages from WSQK merch saying, "Before you all start bumping, a few words, North 10, 2 hours and class dismissed," hints that the team may be transmitting secret signals across Hawkins, either to action destruction or to protect the community. Either way, both music and radio look set to be a critical weapon in the final fight. With the party's technological expertise and a radio station at their fingertips, they now have the perfect tools to fight both the government and the supernatural. Music can tether those trapped in the Upside Down to reality, making them impervious to Vecna, and radio waves could amplify that process across the entire town. By broadcasting from WSQK, the party looks set to turn music from personal protection into the ultimate communal weapon, shielding Hawkins and tipping the scales against Vecna.
Mom.
Yeah.
Thank you for trusting me.
Kill the bastard.